One peaceful evening, Princess Lila was walking through the enchanted forest. The trees glowed softly, and tiny butterflies danced in the golden light. But suddenly, she heard a tiny cry. "Help! Help!" Lila stopped and listened carefully. Following the sound, she discovered something unexpected. A tiny baby dragon trapped beneath fallen branches. Princess Lila carefully lifted the fallen branches away. Underneath, she found a tiny baby dragon. Its purple scales sparkled like little stars. Its tiny wings trembled softly, and its big curious eyes looked up at her with fear and hope. "Are you lost?" Princess Lila asked gently. The little dragon nodded sadly. Lila smiled warmly. "Don't worry. I'll help you find your family." And at that moment, a new friendship began. Princess Lila and the little dragon walked deeper into the enchanted forest together. The tiny dragon followed her everywhere, waddling happily beside her. He tried to flap his little wings, but tumbled into the grass. Princess Lila laughed softly. Then suddenly, achoo! The baby dragon sneezed tiny sparkling fire into the air. Lila giggled. "You're full of surprises," she said. And from that moment on, they became the best of friends. As they crossed the rushing river, the baby dragon stepped onto a slippery rock. But suddenly, slip! Splash! The tiny dragon fell into the cold water and struggled to stay afloat. Without thinking twice, Princess Lila jumped into the river. She reached out her hand and pulled the little dragon safely to shore. The baby dragon was shaking and scared, but when Lila wrapped him in a warm cloth, he looked into her eyes and knew he was safe. For the very first time, the little dragon felt what true kindness felt like. Princess Lila followed the mysterious trail carefully. The baby dragon stayed close beside her, his tiny heart beating fast. The footprints grew larger and deeper as they climbed toward the mountains. Somewhere nearby, a dragon family was searching too, and they were getting closer. Their journey led them deep into the mountains, until they found a giant dark cave. Inside the cave, strange shadows danced on the walls, and a loud dragon roar echoed through the darkness. The baby dragon trembled with fear. Princess Lila knelt beside him and gently held his tiny paw. "Don't be afraid," she whispered softly. "Whatever is inside, we'll face it together." Taking a deep breath, they stepped deeper into the cave, not knowing what they would find. Deep inside the dark crystal cave stood an enormous dragon. Her scales shimmered like emerald and bronze in the glowing light. At first, Princess Lila froze in fear. The giant dragon looked powerful and fierce. But then Lila noticed something unexpected. Tears rolled down the dragon mother's eyes. She had been searching everywhere for her missing baby. The little dragon looked up at her and gave a tiny cry. And in that moment, Lila understood. This wasn't anger. It was a mother's love. The baby dragon ran as fast as his tiny legs could carry him. At last, he found his mother. The great dragon lowered her head and wrapped her wings around him. Princess Lila smiled warmly as she watched the touching reunion. Tears of joy filled the dragon mother's eyes. She had searched far and wide for her little one. Now they were together again. Safe, warm, and home at last. The crystal cave glowed brighter than ever, filled with love and magic. Princess Lila had helped bring a family back together. And sometimes, kindness is the greatest magic of all. The dragon mother looked at Princess Lila with grateful eyes. To thank her for bringing her baby home, she gently offered Lila a magical crystal. The crystal glowed with a warm golden light. It sparkled like a tiny star in her hands. "This crystal will shine whenever someone nearby needs help," the dragon mother said softly. Princess Lila smiled and held it close to her heart. She knew this was no ordinary gift. It was a gift of kindness and a promise to always help those in need. From that day on, the baby dragon visited Princess Lila often. They played together in the kingdom, explored the forests, and watched the golden sunset side by side. Their friendship grew stronger every day, and everyone who saw them smiled, because they knew that true friendship can be found in the most unexpected places. And kindness always brings hearts together.